You went for two very different songs.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. What is freaking up, you guys? My name is Sarah.
My name is Eve.
And we are Burnt Out Perfectionist.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
You know what I just realized once we said that? Was it my week to post a blog or was it yours?
Oh, son of a bitch. I think it was mine.
I think it's Friday.
It's Friday. Oh, you know what? I have ideas too. I'm pretty sure it's like listed in a note in my phone somewhere in the dark caves of my note section.
I need to find an app that makes notes better.
Yeah.
Because I look at notes and I'm like, why is it yellow, for one? Question one, why is it yellow?
Question one, why can't I change that? Can you change the color?
You can't change the color of, like, the whole item. You can change the color of...
like, folders.
Yeah.
You know, I've never actually looked at that. That's why I was like, I wonder if that's a thing.
It's always bugged me. Maybe I'll look into it today.
Oh, you always talk to me about the other one. Use this.
Notion, but that takes too long to set up. I just want, like, a simple notes app that I can just write in.
Yeah. Just be the scribble pad.
Yeah, but then I can type in.
Yeah.
So I can do it on my phone and go, do. Happy Monday. We haven't recorded in, like, 2 weeks.
I guess so, yeah. You were busy.
Was it busy?
You were busy, and then you weren't. And then you were burnt out from being busy.
I wasn't burnt out. I was just tired.
Making a joke. We are burnt out perfectionists.
Well, I know.
Say your shit together.
It's like, burnt out? What has been your survive and thrive for the past 2 weeks?
Well, I'm planning this huge family fun night at my kid's school. And it's a lot because it's the first time that I've done it. And I'm just like making all the stuff so that hopefully I can like copy paste next year. So I think that's both my survive and thrive because I'm like super excited for it. But I feel like there's always this constant like need for volunteers. And I modified it based on like what people need. And I still only have like 28 out of the 100 that I need. But then sometimes people will just volunteer like 4 to 48 hours before. And I'm like, thanks for making me shit my pants and be so fucking worried.
It's the worst. Finding volunteers is hard.
Finding volunteers is hard. And like before the structure was like an hour and a half to 2 hours for like shifts. And a lot of people are like, I'd love to do like 45 minutes or an hour because like most of the events are like 3 hours, 3 to 2 hours. And I was like, oh, that's understandable. Like, I'll cut it down, which then means that, like, you need, like, more unless people sign up for, like, different shifts and stuff like that. So you end up needing, like, way more. But, like, for efficiency, you want to have way more instead of having, like, a shit ton of lines. So, I mean, all the pre-booking stuff, which amazes me that I brought in, which is, like, people going on grocery runs to buy shit and, like, helping out prepping stuff ahead of time. A lot of that stuff gets filled up first, which we didn't do a lot of that stuff before. And then it's just a lot of some like same day stuff where people are like, I don't want to.
I think because like the like preemptive stuff you can do in your time.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes people like kids are tired and they don't want to go.
Oh, 100%. Like there's that you can do stuff. And I for some of them I was even like, you don't have to do this on the school grounds. Like you can meet up with the other volunteers and go do this somewhere else if you want to. Like I don't really care where you do it.
Yeah.
I don't really care where you sort wristbands.
Just need them.
Yeah. What about you?
My hair is poking me.
Yeah.
What's it up? My survive is I get this like fun sun poisoning every year. Like the first time that the sun comes out, I can lather myself in sunscreen and put a hat on, put sunglasses on, wear long clothes. Wake up the next morning, I got hives on my face.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Every year. So that's probably why. This year, it's, like, not as bad, but it's still annoying. And my thrive is... I got a hammock. I'm really excited about it.
I love you. I got a hammock.
It comes with a pillow.
I know, which I thought was, like, quite the upgrade. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, well, so I got one at the dollar store for, like, $5. Turns out it was a kid's hammock. Sat in it was not comfortable.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, that was that, like, it almost looked like Adobe.
Yeah.
No.
And then I got this one for Canadian Tire, and I was like, oh my God, our mom was like, maybe we should get like a standing one that like stands on its own so you don't have to have it hanging. And I was like, oh, that'd be a great idea. Oh yeah, those are expensive. I didn't buy one of those. I just bought a carabiner and a dream.
And a tree.
Just because I was like, I just wanna, like, sometimes I just wanna lay in a hammock.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna like sit up.
My kid thrives in a hammock. Like, my husband will put it up and we just have it like in these anchors underneath the deck, like screw and hooks. And I got this like double wide one. So like it can fit because she loves to invade people's personal space in like the best way possible. She's like, hey, is he hanging out in there? You want to cuddle? So I got one of those, and that's like a highlight because it's like out of the shade, but it's still fun and it's just like comfortable.
Well, also like you get air movement still.
Oh, my kid will straight up take naps in that in the summertime.
Oh yeah, I'm so mentally prepared. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so great. I've gone in every day since I've had it, and it's been great.
Sometimes, it's just fun defying gravity.
You're welcome. That was very key on purpose.
On purpose. I realized why I had my phone in front of me was to actually read the podcast outline.
Which, can we be proud? I, one, remembered to make podcast outlines.
Yeah.
And two, I made social media things too. Am I going to remember to do them? Probably not.
Oh
but
my God,
I made them.
Did you make stuff for the podcast?
I didn't make, I made social media ideas, but I didn't make, I sent it to you.
Is this in the same note?
No.
Oh, I don't think I got that yet. I also have a bunch of TikToks saved of funny sounds and little things I think we should do. Like, who would like to see Eve and I break it down to that new cliche song by MGK?
I know people judge, but like, I don't tell me what you wait for me.
Maybe I'm a rolling stone. There's people who have shit on MGK for years. Like when he was a rapper and like all the other different versions of him, and I just don't really give a fuck. I mean, in this world, if Akon can sing country music, then why can't MGK be a pop star?
The first time I ever heard of MGK was when he did a feature on
Jelly Roll?
No.
Oh, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God."
That was way after.
Yeah.
Little Mix.
Oh, yeah.
And what was it? I can't even remember what the song was. But it was like in a saloon.
Oh.
The music. Oh my God, it's gonna bug me. I know, like,
I know there's a lot of people. I know everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe he's like singing different things. This is what happens when Eminem threatens to beat the fuck out of you. And I didn't honestly give attention to like that like lore. And then I looked it up and I was kind of like, wow, the fuck.
No more sad songs.
No more sad songs?
No more sad songs. Sad songs. Which I always just like, I don't understand why people get so angry about it.
Oh, I don't understand why people give so many fucks about certain things. Like, I'm like, calm the fuck down, Bertha. Yes, I said Bertha because why not?
I just never understood it because it was always like, oh, well, I don't like it that they're switching between this and this. Like Taylor Swift went from country music to pop music.
Yeah, and that was a strategic business thing that her mom did.
And everybody still was crapping on her.
Oh,
everybody craps on everybody. It's like everybody can go. Like, if you do your own thing, and then it's like you come up with a country album, and people are like, "Oh my God, you're relevant again."
I know they really took that saying, like, "You damned if you do, and you damned if you don't."
Yeah, it's like you're screwed either way,
right?
On this episode of Burnt Out Perfectionist, I thought we could chat about all things hot weather because this past week has been above 30.
Unexpectedly, it went from cold as like fuck and mildly warm, like 20 degrees, to like, hi Sarah, would you like to sweat your ass off?
Oh, it was like 14, 15. In the morning, I had to wear sweaters.
No, in the morning, sometimes we still had frost. It was like cold, like wear a hoodie to work cold or wear a jacket. Like, and then we keep having these like freak like thunderstorms or these storms that like roll in for most of the day and then roll out at the end of the day, which I'm kind of down for because like when I go to baseball, it makes it like significantly cooler than what it would have been.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I just find I'm just very lost. Like past week, which we'll get into it more. I have to do my outdoor seasonals switch over. And the amount of time that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go outside. It's 34 degrees. And I'm like,
I know. It was, her mom was even like, oh my God, don't go outside right now. You're like, I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
no, I was doing a bunch of stuff outside, came inside, she looked at me and said, I don't think you should go back outside. It's already like 27 degrees. Mind you, it was like probably 11 a.m. Yeah. I was like, I'm fine. I went back outside, sweating my ass off. But I was like, I need to get some of this done.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing is like there's no rest when there's like seasonal changeover, because if you don't keep on top of things like weeds or other things, then your life just becomes a jungle.
Yeah, burps. Things are.
And it's like right here in my thing.
I don't know why. Every time we record, I feel like you're like
Dying. There's almost something wrong with me.
I'm like, what is going on with you? You were fine 10 seconds ago.
I know. I'm very hungry at the moment as well. But yes.
Which you didn't inform me until you came downstairs and you were like, oh, I'm hungry. And I was like, well, you could have texted me that and it would have come up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I was like, oh, I charged the microphone. Not the microphone. I charged the headphones.
I thought that was the bitch. I'm ready. Get your ass down here.
Well, yeah, but if you text me and say I'm hungry, I'd still come. I had a quesadilla for lunch. I know nobody really cares.
I wish I could eat a quesadilla.
It didn't really hit as hard as I wanted it to.
Oh, that's always very disappointing.
I should have put it in the air fryer.
Oh.
It's good in the air fryer. Oh, Michael's. Get free supplies. Summer BOGO. I find, like, it's not even the first week of June, and I feel like if you're Canadian, let us know where you are and what your season is, because us goes like our place of living.
You want to remix that one more time?
Our place of living.
The place in which we reside.
Goes from about like not even like 3 weeks ago, it was freezing.
Yeah.
And like going to baseball or going to any of this, it was super cold. Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna throw a light sweater on, it's gonna be great. No, it was like frigid cold. Everybody's wearing sweaters, but then the blinding sun was in your eyes.
I also feel like there was no preemptive. I know that there's always like a back and forth transition where we live, but like I feel like there wasn't enough warning for me to like purchase sunscreen, because usually I have like a solid stock of sunscreen, and then all of a sudden I was like outside for maybe 2 hours, and I was like, oh, it's like warm. There's like a really solid breeze. And then I came inside and I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking Pepto-Bismol. I am so burned. And then my kid was burnt on her shoulders. And my husband, of course, is just tan, but he was totally burnt on his face. Like, and I was like, oh, now I have to like get into that extra mode of like remembering certain things. Like I wear sunscreen on my face almost every single day, except, this is a random side note in PSA, Australian Gold, where's your pale version of your wonderful tinted mineral sunscreen that I love? I cannot find it anywhere. I tried a new one and it made me look like a grease ball. I tried one last year, same thing, grease ball. I'm a dry ass girl and your shit is the best thing ever.
I find too, with tinted sunscreen, it goes like either white.
Yeah.
Or it's like
white.
Orange. And I'm like, what is, like when you get, like you rub it all the way down your neck and then there's like a singular line that didn't absorb.
I know, like the orange. There was one by La Roche-Posay, which is like super liquidy. And it's like a bougie sunscreen. This was like pre-having child budget, as I like to say. And I got it before I went to Punta Cana. And I thought it looked totally fine. And then we got some of the pictures back and I'm like, I am a fucking Oompa Loompa. It like did not photograph well, which I was just like, what the hell?
I would also like to discuss with businesses about their packaging with tinted sunscreens, specifically the liquidy kind.
Oh my.
Specifically Neutrogena.
Oh, that shit went all over the drawer.
It goes everywhere. And it's great. I like it. It's a great, like, tint. Very lightweight. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Your packaging, it is like I dropped it on the floor, threw it against the wall, and it coats everything.
No, it coats everything. That's like the I don't know if anybody's had the issue with it, but it was like between that and the one drawer that I have here at the house to like hold some shit so I can like make myself look like a human if I look like The Walking Dead. It was the Elf Halo or whatever, like their knockoff version of the contour sticks. Yeah. That, the contoury one, the Elf camo blush, and the Neutrogena thing fucked up my door so bad. I had to throw out half my fucking dental flossers. Like, I have stuff in containers, and somehow it managed to, like, migrate over everything and, like, stain so much stuff. So I was, like, trying to figure out if it was maybe, like, a heat variance or something that was causing it. And I thought it was only one thing. And then one day I came in and I was like, what in the actual exorcist just happened to the bathroom drawer?
And, like, I don't use that. I don't use any of her stuff.
No.
But I'm looking at it,
And he's like, you're like, I used your shit. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know.
so I close it. I'm like, do I need to purchase? Because I saw this thing on TikTok and it was like cleaning out your Elf Halo Glow and making a huge lip gloss.
Oh my God. I saw a bunch of people do that. And I was like, first off, that Halo Glow filter, apparently they came out with a new pale version. But again, the palest version that they had before, Oompa Loompa.
Oh, yeah. So then they clean it out and put a bunch of lip gloss in it, which is great. Glad you're reusing a container.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't understand how people are like, oh, yeah, like, even when I'm tan, I'm like, oh, I am orange.
Yep.
I'd also like to state it is May 30th when we're recording this, and I already have a tan.
I know. You have way more of a tan than I do.
And my freckles are popping.
Yeah.
Like, way more than, like, I don't mind being outside. I'm like, oh, usually what I do is, like, this week or next week, I clean out the pool. I do all of that type of stuff.
Oh my God. I don't know what I'm doing because I do not do well with like massive shifts in weather changes. That's why I am not the person who would go to Mexico in the winter. Because by the time I'd come home, I would be like, oh my God, like way colder than I ever was before in my entire life versus just like, regular life.
Which, like, I feel like people see the summer and they're like, winter, you gotta prep, you gotta, like, cover your pipes, you gotta put everything away because of the snow and stuff like that.
But it's so much less work. Like, you do have to clear snow, but you're not like weeding, planting flowers, managing all that outside stuff. And like, also not really having to worry about, like, I know in my area, like, people taking my shit.
Also, like, I don't understand what species the weeds have been this year, but I swear, I weed sometimes once a week, and they come back with a vengeance.
Oh, yeah, they come back, or it's like all of a sudden it'll just dump a shit ton of rain, and it's like, dear fucking God, what is this?
And to the people are like, well, did you remove the root? Yes.
Yes, every single time they just fucking love to live their best life.
And it is so.
That's the only way I can think of it. They live their best life, Judith.
Well, and so I was cleaning up the outside area, which I don't mind. I'm happy to do it. No one also talks about, like, you're clearing out your stuff for summer. You're pulling out all the cushions and stuff like that you have stored nicely in a deck box to make sure that nothing's gonna get in. You open that thing, it is like Charlotte's Web.
Oh, I know. It was like someone was like, oh, look at this wonderful arrangement someone made for me. Let me just come over here and fuck this all up.
It's just so rude.
Yeah.
Like, I was so excited. I was like, oh, well, if I have to work a bunch, like, I want to make sure that I have, like, the pool filled. It'll be great. Then I could just run in after work and jump in.
Yeah.
Perfection. The world was like, no, not right now.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing is, like you said, you'll feel like you had everything done correctly. And then it'll be like, nope, you were 100% incorrect of always doing these things.
I went to the store not that long ago, probably like a month ago, to get weed and feed.
Yeah.
You don't know what weed and feed is. It's basically, it kills the weeds and feeds the grass. And I was like so excited when I was there. The lady looked at me like I had 4 heads. and said, "You should have put this out a month ago." A month ago, it was snowing.
I just want to know, like, I understand, like, our parents taught us how to do a ton of stuff, like a lot of like life skills stuff, but like, where is this master list or planner for adults and specific to like the region, area, and season that you're in for all this magical knowledge that people know? Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, I can't believe you didn't do blah, blah, blah. It's like, when I became a parent, I found out that you have to like pre-plan and book summer camps for your kid when it's still fucking snowing outside and it's not even spring for like July.
But you can't even envision that.
No, like on June 2nd, I have to register my kid for hockey.
Like, what?
She get a early discount rate, and a spot because that's the only time they run it for returning players. Other than that, it's just a crapshoot.
Which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I feel like you can't even appreciate the season that you're currently in because everybody's like, oh, well, what about this for the next year? I saw Halloween decorations already.
Oh,
It is May.
Oh, yeah, I know. Like, I was like pre-booking stuff for like social events at school because of the area that we live in. It's a lot easier to like pre-book stuff, and people are like, oh, I figured you give me a month in advance, but thank you so much for booking me like far ahead of time. But like, then there's other things where it was, you didn't contact us 12 weeks ago. What the fuck?
Oh my God. Other than businesses that like, if like a fundraiser reaches out to you, I'm assisting with a fundraiser. I contacted some businesses in January.
Yeah.
And I got a message back in April. You need to contact us 3 to 4 months in advance. And I went, I contacted you 6 months in advance. And they were like, oh, well, the process has to start once we start talking. Like, it took you 5 months to answer me.
I know. And that's the whole thing is it's just like, I feel like it's always like, I'm not the problem. You are. Every single time I go to do something, I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's fucking awesome. That's great.
Also, I feel like asking for donations is like filling out like a job application.
Okay, so as we talked about before, and I've like made posts about it, my friend's kid, Lawson, is in BC Children's Hospital and he's like really sick. So we shared his GoFundMe and like some information and stuff like that. And so I in turn contacted like a bunch of companies for shits and giggles because Eve was like, hey, why not? There were some companies who got back to me like immediately, which I was not expecting. And they were just like, yeah, we'd love to send your friend and their family some stuff. So I contacted like ones that were like in Vancouver, and I'm going to drop their names right now because they did an amazing job. The stuff got to them and I just wanted to wait and see. So like Smash and Tess, I found out the actual founder actually contacted me back, and it was a very simple Instagram conversation. Hey, what do you think she needs? What kind of sizing do you think she wants? I'd love to send her something. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And this is just a normal person. She's not an influencer. And then I did the same thing with Native, which is in Vancouver as well. And they were just like, hey, give us the size. We'd love to do this. They did that. Organic Ascent stuff and ritual vitamins. Easy. Instagram, blank. Every other one that I reached out to. Oh, sorry. And Supplement King, which did an amazing job. Thank you so much. But all the other ones were like, here's forums, here's this, or we actually donate in other ways to the community. This is how we do that. Those ones I don't mind. The ones where like I was filling out forms and the forms like didn't make sense. And I knew I was like messaging with a person, not like AI on Instagram. Because it would be like, oh, okay, yeah, we can totally do that. Can you fill out these forms? And it was like filling out influencer forms. And I was like, well, they're not influencers. Like, we're just looking for like a discount or something because it costs a lot. They have to pay for their own meals. Like their stuff isn't covered. In Canada, like when your kid's in the hospital, like obviously our insurance system covers like all of it. I think to a certain extent or whatever, but a majority of it is like included. But like for the parents and stuff like that, stuff isn't included. Like they have to pay above and beyond that if they have hotels and stuff like that. So that's why the GoFundMe was created. And then I was just looking for like discounts on other things, and then there's ones who like you didn't hear back from at all, which like totally fine. But like literally I was sent like on a wild goose chase, and this one company, I'm not going to say who it is though. I filled out like form after form after form, sending emails, and they were just like, "Oh, we've actually done everything that we need to do for the community." And I was like, "Why couldn't that one person just like check?" And then I wouldn't have wasted how many people's time who read through the forms. I didn't really care. I was applying for shit for free. I was going to fill out every single form that they gave me. But like, how many people's time did I just waste filling out the forms?
Oh, there's so many of them. I also love when it's like you message them and they're like, have you messaged us before? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Scroll up. I can scroll up and I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Very frustrating.
yeah. I think that's a big thing though, is like when you're going into like all those like changes or like changeovers, like a big thing that happens with like even just seasonal changeover. I don't know if everybody else's kid, my kid is like burnt out the month of June, but then also she puts on some of her clothes and I'm like, oh, those are some shorty shorts. we have to swap these out. Or like just even like moving out of that like ritual of like school and early morning freaking like routines and stuff like that. Like so many things change in the summer. Like you either get, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I the days are longer, but I still don't have enough time to get everything done.
My thing is I feel like I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm like, why is it so bright?
Oh no. Did you see me delightfully wake up at 5:30 this morning when my alarm went off? I was like, oh hey.
I was like, hello?
Took it, turned it off. Took it, turned off, rolled over. And also the funny thing is I feel like it's like a mixture. Like was with the summertime, we've talked about this before. Like I either feel like I'm not keeping up and there's all these things that like people want you to do or like you want to do and all these like extra plans that are made and all this other stuff. And then there's other times where I'm like, I don't want to be around anybody and I just want to sit in my fucking house. And my husband's like, do you have seasonal depression? And I was like, seasonal affective disorder. And I was like, no, I feel like mine's more in the winter, but I feel like Eve does.
We talked about this. I am the Josh Hutcherson.
Yes.
I'm better though. I feel like I've been better. It's not even summer yet.
It's not even summer yet. I mean, like, I feel like my lead up to summer is always just like, I'm stuffy and I feel like shit because my allergies are so bad. And then it's like, summer's here instead of spring.
I try so hard to like temperature regulate myself.
Yeah.
And my biggest issue is clothing.
Yeah.
I'm overstimulated with clothing.
Yeah.
I try to find, so my favorite thing in this world is I got 2 Columbia terry cloth rompers.
Oh, yeah.
They have discontinued them, and you cannot find them anywhere.
No, the last time we found them, it was Marshalls, wasn't it?
It was Marshalls. They're fabulous. I love a romper. I find that I am not the biggest fan of biker shorts right now.
So I got some new ones. And they were a different brand. That was that because I just buy my shit at Costco.
Yeah.
And they're like softer, but I also feel like the top rolls a bit more. Now, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's my body. But like I feel like they roll a bit more and I do like them. But I think some of like my older ones, like I'm starting to like feel uncomfortable and I was obsessed with overall shorts last year. And I'm actually wearing a pair right now that I created out of one that I completely blew to the knee out of. But like I was wearing them when it was like 31 degrees outside and my swass was swassing so fucking hard.
I find it really hard to find tall clothing that like covers a little bit more.
Like, I feel like because I physically cut these overalls, because they were old ones that I had, that, again, I, like, basically put my foot through the knee hole. And because I was able to cut them to a different length, and they were, like, a skinnier fit overall, I feel like that they fit me a lot better. Like, I love the ones that I have. I'm not going to discount them, but, like, when it was hot, my thighs, they'd be rubbing. Like, I could have started a fire.
I hate rub. Biggest pain in my... I think that's why I'm not a fan of jean shorts. I just don't have a good relationship with them. They're rude.
I have like a back and forth relationship with jean shorts. I have a pair of Abercrombie & Fitch ones that I thrifted for like $6, and they are super soft and great. But make sense out of this. They fit me. they're baggy, but when I wash them, just the top band is so fucking tight.
That's why I don't like them. I don't like it that
and then they're falling off my body, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't like it that like jean shorts I put on, and if I just put them on the washer and I hang them up, and every time the band looks like somebody's and I'm like, what? These were great, and then you put them on for the first time, and you're like, oh my god, they don't fit, and then you like keep trying them on, like they're gonna fit, and then 2 days later you're like, they fit, and then the next day they're too big.
Oh, I know. And then they're like falling off your body. You're like, wow. I've also tried like sweatshirt. But again, I feel like this is like a tall girl problem. I think I have to buy like men's ones and just cut them a bit shorter, like to like what I want. Because I put the men's ones on and I look like I'm going to go meet like Judith at Shuffleboard on the cruise ship. And then also the guys' ones are usually higher. But then if I get sweatshirts that are for women, they are fantastic, like in-house, like inside clothes. My friend Carla and I always talk about having inside clothes versus outside clothes. And like my ass will be half hanging out of the fucking shorts if I wear them the way that I'm supposed to. So I just wear them in my house.
Also, finding like 7/8 inseams are so hard.
7/8 is 7/8. You mean 7 to 8 inch inseam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is the average 4 to 6?
Okay, I saw 3. I put it on and I was like, what is the point of that?
That's underwear. That is straight up underwear, in my opinion.
How does it not stay? Like, I know people are like, oh, we'll get it so it's bigger on your legs. It does not matter if it's bigger on my legs. I sit down, my underwear is in my booty hole.
Oh, yeah, no.
Every time.
Yeah.
My other thing is to all the people who are purchasing extra large shirts
to be cute, the rest of us want them. Thank you.
The rest of us just want them for length.
Yeah, we just want them mainly for length. That's the big thing. And I was so devastated. I fucked up one of my favorite shirts. It's like over here. One of my AC/DC, stone washed or acid washed, whatever you want to call it. Soft, wonderful, long, pretty shirts from the men's section at Blue Notes t-shirts. And it's every single time I go to get one. They're only in black, which does not work where we live.
Oh, yeah. So I was so excited. I thought a couple months ago, I'm going to preemptively buy graphic tees. And I looked everywhere. I was like, I just want colorful graphic tees.
Oh, I know. You were trying to be so productive. And it's always like the world's like, not yet.
And then now it's like, you can giggle. I don't want to wear something that has a martini glass on it.
Okay. So I saw these shirts that I thought were so cute. They had little waffles and they just have the decal thing like right in the middle. I'm like, oh, that's super cute. And they're from like H&M or Ritzia or something, which I don't shop at those stores. So I just look for the cheaper version. And then I was looking at them and I realized they're fucking baby tees.
That is why.
Why are baby tees back? Who in their right motherfucking mind wants a tight, like I understand the look of them, but the bands are always so tight around your arms and it's so tight around your neck. Oh, and fun fact, they're not crop tops, but they're not full length tops. So they're kind of like in between. Like I don't do that in my life.
On a good day, a regular shirt is like a midriff crop top if you have boobs.
I would love to know if there's a comment section, if there isn't a comment section where you're listening to us right now and you can go in the social media. Can you let me know, especially Canadian girlies, because Amazon Canada is just like totally different from the American one. Any suggestions you have for shirts that do not cost $40 and also maybe have like a built-in bra option? I'm a 38 double D, so it needs to not be a spaghetti string tank top that will just be choking me out.
You're a double D.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't measure anymore.
No. I will let the whole thing measure all the different things. But it's just like, I would just love to wear like, when it's hot outside, I don't want to have to wear a bra that's an extra set of fucking clothing. I would love to wear a shirt with a built-in bra because my nipples don't need to be out for the world. And then, like, I don't know. I feel like I need a hybrid version of like the pants that we got, those buffalo pants, the drawstring denim jeans, but they're like not regular denim. They're like the soft mixed with like extra cotton and extra elastic or whatever. You could have them baggy and they have like almost like a shoelace drawstring. Like, I feel like I need almost something like that, but they can't be too short because if they're too short, then my thighs, they rubbed.
They have those on Old Navy.
They have the one on, of course they do, because I love Old Navy. Old Navy and like Costco are like the main place where my fucking clothes are from.
Old Navy, I saw them. They are like quite expensive.
Yeah. All you have to do with Old Navy is just wait for their online sales. And they always have them around like holidays, even just like Father's Day and Mother's Day, they'll have sales, end of school sales.
Yeah.
They're back to school sales in July, which I understand that they start doing them because our American counterparts start school in like August, but like slow down. You make me panic in Canada.
I can't. Like,
I'm
oh,
like-
back to school. I'm like, what?
I'm like, I feel like summer just started because it did.
Did for us, didn't for them.
Yep.
My other thing is too is that like when you get something and it's like oversized,
Mhm.
I'm like, is oversized meaning that it's like sometimes you get them and it's massive. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna get my usual size. Okay, it's massive. And then you slowly make your way down and you're like, okay, I wanted oversized and now I'm wearing an extra small.
I feel like it's never really properly described as a ratio. Like there should be like, if your regular t-shirt size for a tight fitting t-shirt is blank, this is the one that you should get if you want the baggier one. Someone who has something that's similar to that for like a size chart is like Smash and Test. You can like put in your weight and your height and it'll make a suggestion. So that way you can get something. I feel like Old Navy or someone needs to have some form of like translator because I know what you're talking about. I'll be like, oh, I'll get this baggy tee and then I get it and it's fucking huge, but it's like a weird structured fabric. Like it's not like baggy tee structured fabric. And then like the sleeves will be different or like it hangs different than what you think it's going to, even if you look at like what it's made out of.
Mm.
But yeah, it's like one of two ways. Or my personal favorite is one time I ordered a baggy t-shirt from Old Navy and everything was absolutely great about it, except it was like 4 inches shorter. I ordered it from the tall section and it didn't say cropped. So I was like, what the fuck is this? I took it back because I was like, there is no scenario where I can wear this.
Also, why are we making so many shirts see-through?
I know, like, Jesus, we're paying so much fucking money for stuff, even like now, even if you get stuff on sale. Like, can you make stuff that isn't see-through? Like, why do we still have see-through white shirts in this day and age?
I just don't get it. I never have been able to get it.
No.
I'm like, I would like to wear a shirt. And also, I'd like to wear, if I get up in the morning and I put my bra on, I want to be able to put any shirt on. And not have to play the game of, oh, I have to change my bra.
I know, because sometimes even if you just have like one bra and you're putting on different types of t-shirts because of the weight and quality that they are, you'll, out of nowhere, you'll like see. Like, I did not realize, thank God I'm wearing overall shorts, but like I'm wearing one of those like reversible Knix bras. And one side is beige and the other side is black. And like, if I did not have this on, it was straight up, see, just like the dark ass bra.
I know. Wish you could flip it around if you want.
No, I'm wearing it the beige way.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, and it's that dark.
My other thing is the cup game.
Oh, yeah.
So I am through and through a tumbler person. I buy the most random cups.
We buy cups all the time.
I love a good tumbler. I see them like, oh. So I went to the Dollarama. Love you, Dollarama. So actually, a couple of years ago, I purchased these, I think they were called like boba straw cups. So they have a really big straw.
Yeah.
But they're leak proof because you take the straw and you can put this like clip, like little cap over. It's like a straw cover, but for the cup.
Yeah.
And it's great. The only colors that they had, actually, they had ones. And then the other colors were pretty, but they were an extra $5. And I was like, I don't really care. So I bought them. I'm like, oh, I think I spent maybe $20 on them. And I'm like, for
You mean
two.
on Amazon when you first bought them? Yeah.
I walked into the Dollarama. They had double wall. They had the exact same cups, like to a T, $4.50. I bought 3.
You came home so excited.
I went to 2 separate Dollaramas because I was looking for something else. And I was like, this is magical. They are the best things ever. They are the easiest things to clean.
That's my whole thing is like, you can have all this stuff that's really great. Yeah, I know there's maybe a million people like, if it's made out of plastic, it'll kill you. It's made out of this, it'll kill you. This harbors bacteria. I feel like you can't. It's like the cutting board debate. Like, what the fuck do I cut my shit on?
Oh, these ridiculously expensive ones that look like chopped up crayons.
Oh no, there's like all these, like there's so many different other things. And then it's like, but if you get this one, it fucks up your knives. But like, I feel like it's always that game with cups. And like, I've stuck with Simply Modern for a really long time. I just got rid of like one of my first Simply Modern cups that I ever had because the seal broke and they didn't make the same style lid anymore. Like the lid that they have is a bit bigger now. And I was like, oh, I guess I have to get rid of it. But again, like the immediate staining that's in it when you do anything for a lot of these cups, especially Yetis. Yetis love to fucking stain on the inside. And then people wonder why I'm so anal retentive and I have a water cup or like a flavored water cup. And then I have a fucking coffee mug that I'm like, no matter how hard I try to clean it and I put it in the dishwasher, is still nasty.
I got these tablet tumbler cleaners from the Dollar Tree,
Oh, yeah.
and they're wonderful.
Okay, so I've done it. I did all the hacks, like, during COVID, like when we weren't sleeping
Yeah.
and all that other stuff. They were like, oh, get Polydent, like the, what is it called? The denture cleaner, and put a couple of them in there, which they smell like mint. So that's totally fine. And I did it and it like kind of helped, but not really. And then there was all these other ones that were coming out and I was like, I'm just annoyed. I just want to be able to wash it with fucking soap. Why does this need to be such a high maintenance thing?
I also find this like, I love cups, obviously. But sometimes I get to the point that it's like, they don't stay clean. Like,
Yeah.
they get these like mildew.
I know,
But they're like greasy.
no matter what the fuck you do, it's like, it's clean. You've rinsed it off, made sure it was clean. But it gets like a weird smell.
Yeah, or like it's greasy.
Yeah, there's just something weird with it. Sometimes I think that's my body just telling me that I need a new cup.
At least it's not drugs.
Yeah. Hey, it's not drugs. Yeah.
I love my cups. What do I go through the rotation of them? And like, I like a cup that I can easily clean. Like, not too hard. Like, when you clean something, to the people who like dismantle the Stanleys, way too many steps.
Okay, what the fuck? Like, I don't know if I can. First off, it scared me that people didn't know how to take apart certain ones. Because, like, I had this, like, green Yeti, and it was the first one with the new lids, like the locking lid. So, first off, I could not figure out how to drink my coffee at one point. But I took off they have a little, like, band around it, and on the inside is the instructions on how to clean it. I am not even kidding you. I went from having, like, a magnetic piece on either side and, like, popping the seal to fucking, I have to take like, basically, like, maneuver the magnet thing. There's one on each side. And then I have to peel this extra seal off that's on that, clean that. Then I have to, like, pull the seal down off of the fucking cup. And I have to do all these, like, extra things. And there's all these new little crevices that get shit cut in them. And I looked at my husband. He's like, do you want coffee? And I was like, no. He's like, why? And I'm like, because when I go to clean the cup, it's just too much work. Like, mentally, like, I just need, like, what Simply Modern has. I just needed to have, like, a fucking straw.
Also, Simply Modern comes with 2 lids. Like the ones that I get.
I know. The ones that you get do. The ones that I get don't.
Oh, they're magical. The other one I have is an Ella one, and it has a handle on the top. It has a handle on the side. It has a flip-up lid, and it has a straw.
I love a multifaceted option. I'm not gonna lie.
I need a handle on the side.
I need a handle on the side, but I don't know who the fuck you're making these things for. Or are you thinking specifically of that time, like, where you're a mom and you're holding 80 different things at the same time, and you only have 2 fingers to put on a fucking handle? Because some of them, I'm like, I can't even fit 2 fingers through there. Like, who the fuck puts their hand in the handle? And then, but, if you have the handle too big, then it doesn't fit in the cup holder.
Oh, yeah.
And also, it's 2025. If you make a water bottle or a coffee cup that does not fit in the fucking cup holder of the cart, A, on the label, it should say it doesn't. B, I'm not even kidding. B, get your fucking shit together.
Also, make them leak-proof them.
I know. Like, either make them leak-proof or, like, give me a fucking warning or something. Because sometimes I'll go to make stuff. I had this one fucking Yeti cup. I was like, well, this is such a great size. Oh, sure, the handle's here, but, like, the way that the cup holders work is there's, like, a cup holder on either side and, like, this, like, little open piece. I'm like, it'll work great. Doesn't fucking fit. So then I'm holding it all the way there, going over top of speed bumps, all the other things. And what does that same cup not have? A fucking locking mechanism or a cover. It's just a fucking lid with a hole in it. And I'm like wearing my coffees all over the place. And it's like the middle child of all the fucking Yeti mugs. And I make that as a joke because my husband is middle child. But like every single time he'll like make coffee, I'll be like, do you hate me? He's like, no, I love you. I'm like, are you going to be at home doing paperwork? Can you fucking use that cup when you're at home? That is not an outside of the house mug. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it doesn't fit anywhere. And he goes, oh, I don't think about that because he drives and I don't. And I'm like, it's horrible. You know how many things I've stained because of that fucking mug?
My most hated thing is, you know, when the bottom part fits in the cup holder.
Oh.
And then they make it so unbelievably wide.
And it just eats at borders.
And it's so tall. And you're like, okay, this is the standard size of a cup holder.
Oh, I know. It's like, and then there's like, oh, but you can buy these adapters. Why is every single fucking adapter $20 to $40?
Man, and then it's like, and they're all 3D printed.
They're all 3D printed and they're all $20 to $30. Or it's just like, could the car manufacturers and the people who make the traveling beverage containers get together and have a meeting? Because, make sense out of this. My husband's work vehicle is a 2016 Ford F-150. Okay? The top cup holders will hold an Awala cup, for example. Like an Awala tumbler. Perfect. Great. Doesn't fucking move around. Nothing. There's this extra set of cup holders that have a special place in hell. And they're located on the lower half, on like that awkward in between, like where the feet hold, like
the ones that go. Bleh.
And literally, bitches only had to make it half an inch, maybe an inch taller. Okay, I don't know what is supposed to go in these things, other than nothing, because every single time I put stuff in there, I cannot tell you. I've put Alani new drinks. I've put fucking chocolate milk. You know, the individual like milk to go containers. I put every type of fucking beverage. And what will happen, even if it is on my side, it will roll and fall and go directly underneath my husband's fucking brakes. Like, by the way, if you've been listening to this podcast for a long time, that was not the reason why we were in a car accident last May. That was because somebody didn't see the bright colored vehicle coming their way. But like, literally the amount of times, and like my husband immediately panics for good fucking reason. He's like, oh my God, help me. And I'm like, I can't lean over because what happens? My seatbelt locks. And I'm like, like a child. I'm like, that is my rant for today. Get your fucking shit together, world.
No, mine finished a grant with cup holders. The ones that are in the back that like come out from the console, like the center console.
Oh yeah.
They're in the back of the center console. And they touch the ground, but they're on an angle and they just kind of go, meh.
Oh, those ones that like fold out like there's some magical fucking cup holder and they don't work.
I just want them to be higher up.
Or my child's big vent is the Buick has great fucking cup holders in the front. It's so lovely. Who made the ones for the door?
Oh, they never fit anything.
They don't fit anything. My kid even has like one of those 20-ounce like which they were getting rid of Yeti, and I am not impressed. But those 20-ounce kid tumblers and like the skinny little ones, it doesn't even fit. It has to be like on an angle. Like, you know what barely even fits in there and will yeet out at any moment? A milk container from McDonald's. Like why? What the fuck are you supposed to put in there then?
Yeah, like why do we still have smoking igniter like in a shit? But I can't have a stable cup holder.
Does Mom have one in her Subaru? We don't have one in our vehicle.
I think there is one.
There's one in the truck. I thought they were banned after a certain amount of time.
I don't know. Still annoying.
It's okay. You know, I'm always like, you know what we need more of at all times? USB cords. My husband has a personal phone and a business phone. And at no time am I allowed to charge my phone. Because everything's used up and it's an adapter that's in the cigarette lighter. Like, yes, there's nothing.
Hey, you have one.
I know I have one. But then sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, it's very inconsistent.
It is the most frustrating thing. Also, why do we put cords in the back, but we don't put lights on where to see the cords are?
So in our Buick, the ports and all the stuff in the back lights up. And that's the first time I've ever seen it in a vehicle. Also, it has the best thing in the whole world. When you're in the front and you have like the two like captain's chairs and they have like the in-between thing, like where your like console type stuff is. And underneath, instead of just having it as like, you know, a chunk of giant plastic that's completely useless, it has this like wedged out hole and is the perfect place to put my purse. Or if you're going like Christmas shopping and you know you have expensive stuff, but you don't want to leave it in your car, but you can't take it into the other store that you're going into, perfect place to put it. No one fucking sees it.
Oh, also, can we talk to car manufacturers about creating a, like, you know, when you go shopping and you're like, oh, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this. Oh, well, they're with me. Why isn't there a place that I can, like, pop up in the back, slide, like, presents in, and pop it down?
Oh, so they used to have stuff like that in some cars. I think the Ford Explorer had it where it was like you had understored. So for the longest time, it was like that was where your spare tire was. And then they started having things like that and having the spare tire underneath. And then, fun fact, a majority of vehicles from 2017 forward do not have spare tires.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
they don't have them. So if you end up having a spare tire, you end up taking up your entire fucking trunk having it with you just to be a safe person.
It's ridiculous.
That is a conspiracy theory that I can get behind. Where the fuck did the spare tires go?
Oh, follow up. I just looked at your face. My other frustration during the summer.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my face.
I am a glasses wearing person.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it so hard to find sunglasses that clip over? Like, there's pair eyewear.
Which I would just like to state. I haven't done the TikTok yet because I kept trying to film it and then I kind of felt like a dumbass. Pair eyewear is fucking awesome, but I do not have astigmatism. So, like, when I got my pair eyewear stuff and I did, like, a bundle, and the bundle had a couple of the frames and, like, the sunglass clip-ons, they're amazing. If you go to itch your face to slap a bug away, do you accidentally slap your sunglasses off? Yes, I did that at baseball yesterday. But they're really great, really well made, and I spent like $300 Canadian and got them in 2 weeks. But Eve has astigmatism.
I need progressives and I need bifocals. And I was so excited. I went on.
You sound so hot.
Doctors. And I went on and I was so excited because Sara had hers. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to get them. I'm going to finally be able to see during my lunch hour. And going to be wonderful. I went on. I purchased them. I get an email. It's lovely. Thank you for tracking my prescription and notifying me.
Oh, instead of just completely fucking you over and like.
And then what? Hey, turns out you need progressives. So my $100 glasses.
Well, they had like $125. Like you would have got like 1 or 2 frames. And
I just wanted one.
like the frame.
I just wanted sunglasses. That's all I wanted. The glasses and then the sunglass clip.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. If you just want the frames, that'd be $350. I was like, I will be blind.
Well, you got those other ones. Where'd you get them from? Zenny? Yeah, and you got them and they were transition lenses that they did.
So they said you can't get progressives unless you get transitions. And then I didn't know.
It's an all-in-one lens. It is a low-cost site, but
it's great if you have single point vision.
Yeah.
To the progressive people out there, I am with you. I am sorry. This is terrible. I just want to be able to see.
I know, like, it's ridiculous how much more expensive it is. Like, my husband is fucking blind. He has the glasses, stuff like that. And he gets that from his mom, who also pays a ridiculous amount for glasses. And, like, we even go to Costco when they have sales, and, like, his shit is at least minimum $500. Like, thank God, like, we do have benefits, but benefits really only cover $300 of that, which I know is not something that, guys, that's $200. That's like a trip to the grocery store.
And it's always like you get them and you get to a point where they just don't clean anymore. I need to get one of those like ones.
Oh my God, I've been looking at those. They're like the vibration water tanks with black light or blue light or whatever. Yeah, I've been looking at those. But I think I talked about this in one of the episodes. I didn't realize how I'm like, oh, I love my glasses. Like the way that they look. The ones that I had before were these Gwen Stefani frames, and they're like houndstooth, but almost with like a beige champagne sparkle thing. You'll see them in like any of the TikToks that I did before. And I loved them. I'm like, oh, I don't need any. My prescription didn't change. And then I was like, you know what? I really want to get, like, I want to have a high functioning, like, sunglass thing. Same as Eve. and I got like pair, and I bought a pair from Zenny. When I got one of those like free pairs from Kits, and who's a local British Columbia company, and I went with like a fun funky version, and I only had to pay $10 shipping, which was so cool. And I literally was trying all these glasses on, and I was like, fuck. He was like, what? I'm like, dude, my glasses were so fucking dirty and like so worn, and I had no idea.
I would like to follow up with glasses are a sore spot in Sarah and I's relationship because when we were first thinking about getting transitions, we both were like, oh, we both went to Costco. I was informed that I'm not allowed to have transitions.
Yeah.
To an extent because of my astigmatism. I'm sitting there going, okay. And Sarah hands up and goes, should I get Sapphire?
Which one should we get? Oh my god, should I get the darkest ones or should I get like a fun color?
And I had said to her, oh, I can't get them. And she was like, why?
Yeah. Why can't you get them? Like, can you not like afford them? Like, I was trying to ask her, like, no, it's my prescription. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It's just lenses that go dark and light. Like, I don't get it. But they don't let people get that who have those. And I was like, oh, maybe that's just like because of the way that the lenses are built or whatever. I used to have transition lenses, and since not having them, I have way less migraines.
I just wanted sunglasses.
Yeah.
And I sat there with your girl, oh my god, this. Every single time, oh, I'm going to try a pair of it. Oh my god, okay, they worked out great. I'm going to get.
I think the worst part is I don't know, Pair Eyewear, if you can hear us, if you could have, like, I love that you contacted Eve and that there was that conversation and the customer service behind that. Is there any way, like, maybe you don't know or don't remember and you whip out your prescription and you're so excited? Like, is there any way that you guys could, like, have, like, a pre-scan before, like, you go through the whole thing and it gives you like a date and you're so excited that you just ordered stuff? Because like that was quite the like build up and fall.
I was so excited.
And then I felt bad when mine showed up. I was like,
no, you had already gotten yours.
oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about
and I was like,
I got my Zen
so
so
great.
Get my up. But I was just like, oh, feels so bad.
Like, every time. I'm just not allowed to have sunglasses.
I know. I think a big thing for me, especially in the summertime and like changing stuff over. Well, I usually change my hair like crazy fun colors. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. Maybe I'll change the algorithm. But also, like, I'm so fucking, like, I don't know why my hair just feels so hot. Eve, why are you looking at me that way?
The sun is coming out. We both know you're lying. We're going to quote this in a future episode.
I don't even have the urge. Maybe if I just stay off Pinterest.
Well,
and then we were just talking about glasses. Do you remember?
Yeah, I was just annoyed about glasses.
Yeah.
I just want transitions. Pair eyewear. If you want to give me a discount code, I'll happily buy glasses. But as for now, I am just going to be blind.
Well, like, you still have glasses.
But then if the sun comes out, I can't see.
And the sun will come out tomorrow.
Like, I had basic sunglasses, but I just went from there.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking about hair. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, I love these ones too. These ones came in like a.
Oh, those are from Clearly. Those are cute. Why are they supposed to be like not clear?
Yeah,
are they supposed to be like. No, but I mean like the frames. Are the frames like a beige or are they just old?
They're old.
Oh, okay. No, that's why I don't get a lot of
yours.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow up. Final rant of the day. Hats that are not big enough for my head. I would like to state I measured my head, and the circumference of my head is 25 inches.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the waist size, I think, of my child.
Yeah.
Because she wears like 25 pants. I think for European sizes, that's how they measure.
My head is 25 inches around.
I got a big head full of brains.
I got a big head. Every time I go to get a hat, I'm so excited. It just sits on top of me.
I think there's like a whole thing to be said for that because like I feel like almost as girls, we weren't taught like hat culture. Like I feel like it comes to a certain point where like even like not even boys are younger, but a lot of time like when they're hitting like puberty and stuff like that, suddenly they like figure out like what hat style they like and they have like a whole like routine. And I'm constantly trying to find a hat where I don't look like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I wear a hat, I look like I'm just like I'm drowning. I have the opposite problem. I have small head.
You could wear kid sunglasses.
I can wear kids' sunglasses and kids' hats. But like I look at pictures and I'm like, oh, like I don't want to get all dolled up when I'm wearing a hat. And it doesn't matter what length my fucking hair is, or if I have it like wavy curly, like my actual hair, or if I have it straight. I feel like I used to look so fucking cute in hats, and now I put them on and I'm like, oh, what is the matter with you?
I try to put, I have a few that fit my head. And I find that I just want something like a vintage, I just want to slap it on and go.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to be able to be like that girl who wears like the Yankees hat or who wears like the LA hats because they're like simplistic and like super cute. I would love like a Canadian city hat. Like I don't know if Toronto is like TO or like Vancouver, if we could get something like that, like a cute little like initial thing. But no matter what I like try on, like I don't know if I like the ones with the elastic band. I try the other ones on and I feel like they always break, like the ones with the snaps, like the snapbacks. I don't know. I feel like I so badly want to be like the cool hat girl, but I feel like it's just like not hitting. Maybe I'm too old.
No, you're not. A lot of people wear hats around their age.
I know, but they look so cute. Like my friend Ariana always looks fucking so cute with a baseball hat on.
That woman could wear a potato sack and look magical.
110% she could wear a potato sack.
I know she's probably never listened to this, but it's rude. And I love you, but it's rude.
My favorite thing is when she's always like, oh my gosh, shut up. Like, I'm like, fine. I'm like, girl, you look so fucking cute. And I feel like a homeless person right now.
The first time I went to baseball, I was like, oh, okay. I showed up like after work. I'm like borderline wearing pajama shorts. And like threw on I wore sweatpants and slides and like an old t-shirt. I walk in, all of these parents are like Pinterest. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. I thought this was like pajama weather.
I know, like, I love my friend Carla. She was talking about like how she's trying to find people on Instagram and other people because she put on like, she bought those barrel jeans. No, she looks so cute in them. The style that she found, and they like look so cute on her. And she's like, I was trying to figure out different ways to style them. And I was like, and she like looks over at me and I was like, dude, I don't even like, unless it shows up on my algorithm, I never like seek out styling. Like I just want like grab and go shit that I put on. And if I put it together and I don't like it, I move on.
I need to like,
I feel like I almost need to like move into that zone where like, not that I like more purchasing of like outfits or not making like a capsule wardrobe because those are kind of like boring at times, but just like finding a way because I usually just kind of like buy shit that I like and then and then there's like that day or that week or whatever that you're super busy and you don't do laundry and you have nothing that really goes together.
Which I think one of the episodes this month we should do that like ChatGPT glow up thing.
Okay, fuck. I did it and then I was telling when it was hot as balls at baseball practice, I was telling them what fucking season I got and they all turned and looked at me and said, there's no fucking way. And I'm like, right?
I got, where is it?
Here, I'm going to bring it up to Eve. If you want, we can share it on social media. ChatGPT glow up. This is what it said my color palette is. It says my color palette is soft autumn. So I was like, I literally said that. Everyone turns and looks at me and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, soft autumn. I didn't even specify what my fucking birthday was. So I was born in October. But like, it was like, by the way, you're a warm tone, not a cool tone, which bullface fucking lie. Right? There's a color on there that if I wear it, people ask me if I'm okay.
Mine is, it made me my own.
Oh. Yeah, like mine didn't do stuff like that. And then there's certain things like you're wearing that royal blue shirt right now. I think that looks super cute on you.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm going back and forth. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm like some form of like a cool winter or something. And it was like, you may think that you are, but you actually aren't. And I was like, excuse me, bitch, what? And like, even people that like I said, even people that I know, when I get complimented on certain colors and I make that like mental note of like, oh, I didn't look like a homeless person or I looked like put together. That was a super nice compliment I got from someone. I think of those colors, and those colors are like royal purple or any form of purple in general, like a dark hunter green, burgundy, like hot pink, like bright colors, like all this other stuff. And those are all the ones that are in there. So maybe that's like where my brain kind of goes. Hey, if you do color analysis and you want to, we could attempt to figure out how to have a guest, or if you want to do like, you could like insert some like information, like record yourself or whatever, and then we could put it in and then talk back and forth about it. I would absolutely love to do like color analysis and just like help figure out what works best for myself, because I feel like every single thing that I like to put on my face is like disappeared. And I'm just so lost. I'm gonna be 40 next year. That came out of my mouth. I'm gonna be 40 next year. And I just feel like I need to not live, laugh, love, because fuck that noise. I hate those fucking things. But like, I feel like I just need, I need a revamp, because your skin and shit changes too. I'm still dry ass bitch, except thank you, Black Shower Girl routine TikTok. You saved my vanilla baby ass. Thank you.
On that note, I will stay warped and twisted as ever.
Peace.
Hey everybody, this is Sarah. So some really crappy events happened. I was supposed to edit this episode on June 8th, and I'm editing it now on June 10th. One of my friend's kids passed away, not the one that we were talking about within the episode, who was at Children's Hospital. He's actually improved and is doing great. But yeah, it was a hard weekend. So I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I needed that time, and I think that's something that everybody needs to remember. But here is our episode for this week, and we'll see you next week.
Burnt out perfectionist, we've got so much to say. Real, raw, and ready to talk today. We'll be back next Monday with more in store. Catch you then, we're always here for more.